Man, you already know, man. It's the dribble. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Gully TV, man. Tap in. Flea Lord, I'm in the building. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build more too. We out. Peace, beloved.
It's a pleasure to have you on this platform, man. We recording live from the Lord Mom compound, and I'm very, very impressed. I'm impressed by the commerce. There's a lot of business being conducted down here, man. Tell me how this independent hustle is treating you.
Oh man, I could say it's treating me very well. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't easy though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta definitely work hard for it because if you slack up a little bit, you know, you can hit some bumps in the road. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, I've done hit some bumps in the road. Like nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the underground music, you know, independently, you know, doing this shit it's working for me.
Yeah,
it's working for me, and I try to share the gems with everybody. So I'm glad we're here today, and I appreciate the opportunity, brother.
How long did it take for you to accumulate a library like this? I done interviewed a lot of niggas, man, and a little bit of everybody. They starting to, you know, dip into the vinyl market and hard copy CDs and shit like that. You have a plethora of fucking releases down here. It almost look like a record store.
Yeah.
Tell me how long it took you to build this library.
So I've been releasing music since 2017. You know, shout out to Prodigy, God bless his soul. You know, he told me to take my craft serious. So I basically started, you know, putting out music, and you know, I actually met Conway and Westside Gun through Prodigy too. So they was actually doing the vinyl things, and you know, for the most part, I know Rock Marcy and them was doing the vinyl thing. So there's probably a bunch of artists there as well, but you know, I was next to those guys.
Yeah.
And they shared the gems, and basically that's what I started doing. I started basically creating music and putting you know, merch to it, so I can basically have something to sell to the people, you know. So, and that's how you make your money, because you know, on streams, you know, if you ain't a mainstream artist, or you know, basically dropping shit that's going viral, you ain't gonna really make no money on those streams, you know what I'm saying? So
right,
this is what made my bag right here though.
Tell me how important the artwork aspect is. I'm looking at some of your releases right here in person, and I watched some of the things that you post on IG, and a lot of the projects that you drop, they have a very, very cinematic exterior. How much thought and how much is important? How important is it that you provide this dope abstract artwork?
All right, so what I can say is, you know, being around P, also Chinks too, God bless Chinks. So, you know what I'm saying, like Chinks also gave me some gems too, you know what I'm saying, but those brothers, you know what I'm saying, and then crossing over to people that I've looked up to on this music shit, I just basically saw what they was doing, and then also painted my pictures where, you know, I tried to give some, you know, some advice and some details of what I wanted in the artwork, you know, to the homies that basically did my artwork. Shout out to Sep, shout out to Photo Rob, shit, man, shit, so many, Huey P, oh man, Dom even did my first project, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, all those guys, I gave them some, like, you know, something to add to the art, so it could be created to what, you know, to my liking. And you know, I always thought about making something with the art that could basically, you know, sell. So if you put someone a hoodie or a hat or something, you know what I'm saying, that's what I thought about with the art. So, you know, and always have some, you know, something that matches the, you know, where you going with it, you know what I'm saying? Recently, what I've been doing though is using my face now, because you know, when you do that type of art, that's cool and all, but you also want to promote your face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on lately. But, you know, yeah, I've always tried to have some art that I can put on, you know, hoodies or something. And, you know, you can match up with the kicks, and, you know, we can make some money off of that shit.
Yeah. Far Rock, New York native. Tell me what it was like growing up in Far Rock. Far Rock got a hell of a reputation, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I've interviewed Lord Superb and Chinks leading up to this, but tell me what it was like growing up in Far Rock.
Yeah, RIP both of the brothers, man. And stack bundles too. Yeah, Far Rock is definitely, you know, that's I was born over there in St. John's Hospital, so that's really like, you know, that's home for me. It's definitely you know, it's a difficult environment to grow up in, you know what I'm saying? Any hood is a hood as long as there's a gun, but just over there it's just different, man. The smell as soon as you cross the bridge, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I lost my mom's at Far Rockaway, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, you know what I'm saying? My mom's was murdered when I was 11, you know what I'm saying? And I wound up going into a shelter with my sister, getting my ass beat by a couple dudes, you know what I'm saying, here and there on fights, because you know, shit, I'm 11 years old, I'm fighting 16 to 17-year-olds, so like all that shit prepped me for life, you know what I'm saying? Losing my moms, my pops being a fiend, all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then moving back to Rockaway after we then went to a shelter in like the Bronx or something. Like I really don't like the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to some of the real homies out there, but the Bronx is like kind of like Rockaway in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Certain areas in Brooklyn, but yeah, Rockaway is it's a difficult place to grow up in. I ain't gonna lie, man. Crazy.
And these are all housing projects out there?
Shit, they got you know, houses, you know what I'm saying? They got apartment buildings, you know what I'm saying? And a bunch of projects, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of projects out there. I could name them all, but you know, I don't want to waste time talking about all the projects and all that shit. Like, man, you know, I want everybody to get out the motherfucking projects. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just, you know, push that positive, man. That's it. Push the positivity, you know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yo, you know the vibes. Uncle Ralph McDaniels, Video Music Box, Lord Nez in the building.
Yeah, Queens get the money, baby. Shout out to Gully TV, man.
Gully TV.
How you say get your dribble right?
Get your dribble right.
Get your dribble right?
Right?
Ah!
Yeah.